Tomorrow is Monday. Wait, it's April, and I think the 19th. 20th. April 20th. Oh, it's 420. How interesting. But before I introduce tonight's workout, I want to say congratulations to Cloud9, the League of Legends video game esports team that I'm the strengthening and conditioning coach for. Just won the spring split, which means the first big block of the season. They are the North American champions. Around the world there are, I think, 7 or 8 other regions, and there will be a summer split, and then they go on to the World Championships, which happen in the fall. It's sort of like if the World Cup happened every year, and these are 2 separate series, but then you go to the World Cup, and typically they do very well in the World Championships. They don't often do well in North American Championships. So this is the first time since 2014 that my Cloud9 team won the spring split, and they did it in dominant fashion, 17-1 in the regular playoffs, and then they pretty much dominated the playoffs. So irrespective of what was going on with COVID-19, they were gaming indoors in their own private studio, and they won today, so congratulations. Just this past week, they deadlifted an 8x2. Yep, and so the guys that you might not think of as weightlifters are putting up some heavy weight these days. Tomorrow, you will not put up heavy weight, but you will go for some repetitions, right? 3 rounds of 15 power clean and jerks, and this is a very moderate load. The expectation is that you do them unbroken the first round. That may not happen the second and third round, but for sure on round 1, you go unbroken. It's we'll say light enough in order to do that. 12 pull-ups, which means those clearly, if you can do 12 pull-ups unbroken, then maybe you should challenge yourself with chest to bar pull-ups. That would be kind of an RX plus. An RX plus would be to do bar muscle ups for this, but there are plenty of people that can get in 12 bar muscle ups. If you can get in 6, I'll negotiate with you and have you do 15 power clean and jerks and 6 bar muscle ups. And then it's the 400-meter run. Or if you're going to row and bike, there's 2 different things that you can do. 500-meter row, or maybe a little bit shorter, 0.7-mile bike, or I would negotiate with you for a 0.6 if you're a little less powerful on the bike. But let's go over some of the movements and cover some scaling and some maybe different objects that you may or may not have. So clearly, clean and jerks are going to be taken from the ground. It's a power clean and a push jerk. You could push press, you could strict press, but why would you want to do that? This is a 10 kilo bar. I'm not actually going to use this for the workout, but maybe I'll slap on some 20s and that'll make 50. Here's my pull-up bar. If I were going to do pull-ups here tomorrow for the workout, I would get in 12 of these, or maybe even a chest to bar. Right, I'll probably do that. This is low enough for me to do a jumping pull-up. It might be a good idea for you to do jumping pull-ups if you can't get in more than just a couple in a row. So the power clean and jerks. Again, you should be able to do 15 unbroken in the first round. The likelihood is in round 2 and 3, you'll break them up in some way, maybe 5-5-5, maybe 5 sets of 3. But I want you to move through that fast. If you don't have barbell, you can bring in a kettlebell clean and push press. Right? Not super heavy, but the awkward nature of it will tax you. Of course you can use dumbbells, and I think that's probably it. If you have a barbell, use a barbell and try and use a weight that's going to challenge you a little bit. You could, instead of pull-ups, you could do ring rows. If you don't have anywhere to do ring rows or pull-ups, a last case scenario is probably on your barbell. Get a set of bent over rows. But keep in mind you're going to have 30 or 40 kilos on there. It's not going to be easy. So you could have your dumbbells off to the side and get in some bent over rows for 12. Set it down. And a small change of events on rounds 1 and 2, the 400-meter run is not going to be pushed as a, clearly it's not a sprint, but you probably won't be pushing it too hard. On round 3, the way this workout is written so that the 400 meter is at the bottom, you should be pushing the pace to finish that 400 meters. If you're doing the Zoom class at 9, you should come in, bust open the door, and yell time as you sprawl across your living room floor or garage. There is a 4 p.m. class tomorrow, so hopefully you're there at one of the two, at 9 or 4, but we'll have that posted for you at some point at about 11 a.m. if you want to do it later in the day. So that's about it. Again, congratulations to Cloud9. Check it out, and yeah, see you at 9 a.m.